Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 371. Wasn't expecting to do one so soon, but we got some drama to deal with again, and I have to answer allegations and lies against me yet again. Shit's going a bit better today because I've dropped down the frame rate again to 15 until I can get a better equipment to do this. Just have to play around, I guess, with the video parameters. Again, streaming from Twitch, not YouTube, and as you know, not everybody has come across to Twitch or is around this time of night, because now I do it in my own time when I'm fancy doing it rather than setting up regular times. But the frauds will use that, you know, they think nobody likes me anymore and doesn't want to come on the side chat. It's there if people want to go on the side chat, but I'm not going to bend anyone's arm to do so. Down in the base, underground. Hello. Hello. Good to be back. I'll be back. Okay, you know the rules. That's if anybody joins us in the side, so I'll remind them. You might get a timeout. Anyway, looks like it's up and running. I'll just do a check. 1, 2, 3. Sounds alright here. I'll just type in a side message. $371. It's getting up there. So this is a response video to the new character attack and cherry picked fake news on me from fraudster GUFON. Who is obviously acting on behalf of Blake Cousins, because they don't do this sort of stuff on their channel for obvious reasons. They've got their own sock puppet called GUFON for that now. So yeah, not too sure if anyone's going to join me. USA would be going to bed, and UK maybe. What's it, about 6 PM over there at the moment? But we'll see. Maybe some from Europe, maybe some from New Zealand. Who knows? We'll just have to see. So anyway, GUFON's put out this new attack on me, and basically he's used my trademark here illegally, as far as I can see. I probably could take him to court on using my logo in a defamatory way. He hasn't got the right to use that, especially on a thumbnail. He might be able to show it playing a video where it's in as a watermark, but actually using someone's logos like this is what got Tyler in trouble in the first place, right? So this happened going back as well. Let's see, have I got it here? I'm still already starting to do stuff for the next show. But I just want to bring up this one here. You know how we're talking about third phase being deceptive, as well as CGI videos still up on their channel, and also 3 hoaxes events that I talked about with proof. Still seems that they're not. It's not good enough for them. They keep claiming it's not proof to them. That they're standing in front of a camera saying the light out to sea is a UFO or USOs, when it's in fact just a search helicopter and some boats in the water. when it was broadcast on the radio, TV, and newspapers all that day that they were doing a search off the coast where the Blake cousins lived. So yeah, I think if you want proof that they still got CG up on their site, here's a video from yesterday, right? They did a promo for their Amazon Prime stuff that they take from here and just repackage it for Amazon Prime. And I'll just play the clip here and show you the CGI that's in it. Alright, first one. Now, I've debunked this one. It's in, let's see. It's in that one that I did seriously. Third face seriously, right? You probably could find it in the playlist. Let's see. Have I got it up handy? It's here somewhere. I'll just do a search on it anyway. But you can go through the playlists and look through the playlist that way. Seriously, it's called Are You Serious? Okay, that one there. It's in there somewhere. I know I broke it down and showed you what they did. So yeah. Whereabouts is it going? Okay, so this is actually a Jeep pulley. They've taken a video of a valley there in Hawaii and overlaid a Jeep pulley. I did 4 analysis on it, enhancements on it, where you can see the actual bolts on the top here. And you can see the groove where the fan belt goes through, right? I suppose it goes onto the water pump system of a Jeep. And guess who owns Jeeps? Well, if you have a look at some of their past videos on Third Phase 2010, they drive around in Jeeps, right? They jump in the back of them. They also got 4-wheel drives and that sort of stuff. So, yeah. So they're doing this intro using some of their CGI, and it's still only up yesterday, or not? February the 8th, right? There's CGI. You can say, well, prove that CGI. Well, you can. You can see the tracking's really bad on it. And you can see it's a car part. You know, I put side by side the pulley with what's in the video there.
Report has the largest
Look how it sort of jitters along here.
archive of the best UFO videos from around the world.
See, that's the best videos from around the world, guys. So what do we got here? Is it a balloon? Or was it CGI again? I didn't show too much of that one.
Secrets waiting to be unlocked.
Okay, so this was talked about before. It's deceptive. It's actually known to be part of a mechanical system that got sunk off the coast there 2,000 years ago, which predicted the movements of the planets around Earth for, I don't know, ship navigation, early ship navigation, earliest computer pretty much. Nothing to do with UFOs.
UFO videos captured around the world by the public.
Yeah, so this is another CGI coming up, is it?
Underwater.
Yeah, so there's the one where the hoaxing. Mr. Ponytail's there, filming the search and rescue off the coast there. In fact, if you listen to the audio and amped it up, you can actually hear the helicopter in the background, as long as they don't play the music or talk over it.
UFOs, which behave in ways.
There you can see the pulsing light there, and you can also see a strobe light sometimes.
That science can't explain.
There you go. Search and rescue, that's a Coast Guard or whatever it is boat there trying to pull out people from the water off the coast there. Okay. And there's the helicopter with the beam light onto the boat on the water.
If you ever wonder whether we're alone...
So what do we got here? More fakery, is it? What's that one? Blob on the window screen? I don't know.
In the universe, the answer is here.
The answer is here, guys. Okay. Okay, here comes pure CGI now.
Turn the music.
That looked like a car parked upside down again.
Oh, my God.
So we knew that was space debris from a Chinese rocket coming back into the entry atmosphere there. That was also published everywhere. Hey, Area 51, how's it going?
Report, third phase of moon. We're not alone.
Alright, so there you go. A lot of the stuff I exposed there was in the intro there that they're pushing on this stupid Amazon Prime UFO reports. So yeah, onto the hit piece, because GUFON doesn't do hit pieces, but it's definitely a hit piece. A Thug for Life, that's definitely him, isn't it? They reckon I'm a bully. So this is a common thing you get with fraud channels, right? Once you expose them and you're hitting their pockets, they come back at you with lies to try to bring you down, right? To try and get people to troll you from their fans who don't bother listening to a full episode, let alone the cherry pick stuff that he plays. It's cold, 19 degrees and icy. I wish it was here. I got the fan going and it's like 28 degrees Celsius, so I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. Let me just find out. And that's Area 51. He's the only person that comes on the side chat. Well, not the only person, but I wasn't actually expecting you tonight, actually, because I thought it would be too late for you. So yeah, we're averaging like 30 degrees Celsius days. What's that to Fahrenheit for you guys? So it's 86 degrees, right? Fahrenheit. So that's probably what it feels like in this room at the moment. So you're saying it's 10 there, which is minus 12. I can't even imagine that figure. I think we've got down to -6 once, and that was unbearable. And that's when we had some snow come down. But it didn't last too long. It still warmed up. 19. Oh, right. Okay, 19. Let's see. -7. Oh well, still a bit colder than what we've managed to have here in New Zealand, and it's only been like once in every 2 years or whatever. And you say there's climate change, it's getting cold. Maybe they used to say it was global warming. They don't say that anymore because it's not true. Anyway, moving on. So let's go through this hit piece and correct the mistakes. Yeah, I might have to adjust the volume, I suppose. His volume is so poor and
I do differently to not be seen as a bully. I've never been a bully. I don't bully.
Okay, so who out there believes he's not a bully? He can't seem to stop talking about me, can he? He's definitely a bully against me. He's certainly a bully against Tim, Brandon, and a lot of other people out there. Rojas, even Martin Willis lately, he's been a bully. And also saying incorrect things about people.
Bully people. I don't troll people. I don't.
Yeah, so he's trolled me, right, guys? You've seen the comments. He's definitely trolled me, and with fake news in it as well. And I also showed it last time, wasn't it? So I haven't got it handy here at the moment, but he has definitely trolled me with lots of comments over the years.
Go on.
He's coming across like Michael Horn is for Billy Meyer. He's like the Michael Horn of Third Phase of the Moon. He's like the sock puppet of all sock puppets. Because they won't put it up on their channel, right? And of course they're now threatening to try and strike me, of course, and purge me. Unfortunately, I'm a Kiwi. I don't go away that easy. So we'll just go over everything they're saying here, and I'll prove to you that he's twisted everything in his favour again, because no one will listen to this rebuttal that I'm doing.
Their pages and leave comments after comments, like the Out There channel or the Gout There scandal.
Yeah, so normally instead of making one big comment, right, I break it up into multiple ones. So that's what he means here. So in the past I've typed up a big comment and Google loses it, right? It certainly disappears. They've got this little robot that decides one word in a big blue blob comment is offensive, and then they remove it, right? So it's best to do little comments in case Google ghosts it or deletes it, right? So I tend to do that, yes, and I tend to do it under a reply, so it's not always on the root. I may, if it's like a different topic, right, I will break it up into the root comment, but if it's all on the same thing, I'll break it up under as replies. Of course he's saying that that's spamming him, but it's just common sense, right?
I just changed the name because I really dislike Paul. And he...
Well, the mutual feeling there, mate, because I really hate you. I think you are doing more damage to ufology than Tyler was. And especially since you're plugging Third Phase on the Moon all the time, and everybody knows they are hoaxes. They can watch my stuff and agree with it. And they made lots of comments to that effect. So we'll just go over that when we come to it.
Keep saying things that Paul is the name of the person who owns, well, uses YouTube's services and has the Out There channel.
And I use all the alt media out there too, and social media. Just like a lot of people do. We just don't hang about on YouTube and Twitter like this guy does. Very unsafe practice.
But is boldly lying, and I am going to expose him tonight.
So I'm going to destroy you back by exposing the lies that you're lying about me. Cherry picking things. So here we go. The fun is coming.
One time, one show, that's all I need.
One show. God knows how many shows he's done on me now. He's deleted a few now. I've noticed 2. Maybe because he's worried that he could be sued. Okay.
I think most of you get it, but enough is enough. We are being bullied.
Have I bullied these guys? No. What I've done is I've exposed them. I exposed their lies, and I've shown that the stuff they're putting up is mundane stuff. So I've debunked them. That's fair use, and it's nothing to do with bully. Bully would be name calling them all the time, which I've never done. And well, I haven't called him names, at least. I've always called him GUFON or Mr. Dick because his name's Richard. But you know, this sort of kid stuff, right? Sticks and bones and all that sort of stuff. Me, I just want to deal with the debunking of the content and exposing the content as fraudulent. So yeah, just carry on.
We are being, we are actually We choose not to take down the Out There channel. We can.
No, they can't. And this would be evidence in court that they're ganging up to try and silence me because they don't like me debunking them, and they don't like me using the content which I have to do in a debunk.
There's so much content that this person has used that is not
well
fair.
They shouldn't keep putting up crap all the time. So the more crap that goes in, the more crap needs to be debunked, right?
Fair use. And we chose not to take him down. So instead of doing that,
oh, they're so kind.
we will just expose him tonight for the lie,
which was laughable, to say the best.
Spent a little bit of time today. See, he thinks that I talk about him all the time. You know I don't. The only time I talk about him is when somebody sends me something to look at. And you know what? I don't look at it. I glance at it. And
well, obviously he does, because he's doing this attack. And he does do a lot of stuff for me, right? The people on my group know he does. And we've got clips of everything he's done. So he's not going to get away with it.
I said, I don't really care. Because in the grand scheme of things, he really reaches nobody. And I will prove that tonight.
Oh, Area 51, you're nobody. I certainly reach you, and I know I reach quite a few hundred people every time I put out a video on these frauds working together, promoting each other, trying to make money off you gullibles out there that still buys into them. Because no one joins me on the side chat, because we had to leave YouTube. Before then, we actually had quite a few people join us on the side chat. And of course, a lot of the people that were joining their side chat were actually trolls from GUFON in the first place anyway. And they had alternative motives and agendas. They weren't really befriending us. They're only trying to get into the inner circle to cause trouble. Which is kind of sad, really.
Right. He says he has many subscribers joining his channel. I will prove he doesn't.
And I will prove that you are an idiot. And I will show you exactly how many subs I've got. Within reason. I won't show everything, but I will prove that he doesn't know what he's doing, or he cherry picks things.
You can't lie when the numbers are out there for the...
And everything I do, I always back up with proof, as people know out there.
World to see. And I'm going to expose that tonight. I'm going to show you things that I have been possibly thinking about doing, showing you, but I chose not to. But enough is enough. And there's got to be
so we'll just move on a bit. Listening to his blurb, once get into his attack of me. So let's find out where that starts. I think it's about here. 20 minutes of yab at the front, right? I think.
And I'm going to prove all this now. So let's get this ball rolling.
Come on, get the ball rolling.
So,
let's have some fun.
I do have a video that I could play. COVID, let me see something here.
COVID.
Let me see. I'm going to have to take this down, so bear with me. And here's the editor. So we could do this. All right, we could do this.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
I made the video, right? So let me pull it down here.
He's made a video.
Do it this way. I don't know. Maybe I'll just, yeah, let's do it this way.
Well, he's an idiot, isn't he?
Like this. Maybe.
Okay, get on with it, mate. You're just wasting our time here. When's he actually going to get into it?
It will be short. It'll be painless. There is no anger in me. There is no hate. This is just about the truth.
Hang on, didn't he just say 5 minutes ago, contradicting himself, that he hates me? Do I have to find that place again and play it back? So this is a thing with GUFON. In his own episodes, in the same show, he always contradicts himself. So we'll just carry on anyway, but you probably can scroll back and listen that he hates me. Now he's saying there's no hate in him. This is why I don't understand why people watch him.
Truth. And how he takes things out of context, how he changes the wording, how he makes...
I don't do that. I don't take things out of context. I always back up my claims. But he does, and I can prove it. I can prove that he misreads things all the time. In fact, I'm making a video about it all. But I had to stop doing it to answer this one. So I'm probably going to have to use some bits of my research to prove that he's the one that's taking stuff, cherry picking stuff, and twisting what people are saying.
There's nothing worse, and I've been talking about this for a couple of days. Nothing worse than a debunker hoaxer. These are people who are supposed to help ufology by debunking.
Hey, first of all, I'm not a debunker, I'm a truther. I've said this many times before. A debunker doesn't believe in alien visitation. Well, as you know, or anyone that follows me a long time knows of all my experiences I've had, and I've talked about them instead of keeping it to myself, right? You know, that's why he hasn't brought that up. Anyway, just keep on going.
Videos, but when they can't debunk them, they lie to fit.
No, we don't. We don't lie. Because Scott didn't actually post how he did things doesn't mean he lies. That was about the crater, right? He was saying he was lying about the crater. He didn't. He just put it up there but didn't explain it properly, that's all.
Their narrative. That's the worst.
But he's fitting his own narrative here, see? Look, he's looking... Look at the body language of him. He's looking this way, which means he's fabricating a story, right?
And wouldn't you know it? It's coming
looking down, looking left and right, devious, you know, internal thinking.
From those people. Is this my left? Yeah.
Yeah, look there, mate. He doesn't know his left from his right.
Something real quick. Yeah, that's right. Take a look at this.
Oh, he's playing my video.
I'm about to say something. I don't even remember.
He didn't ask permission. He didn't ask permission to play my video. What a hypocrite. But that's okay. I'm alright with it. It's fair use, right? But I'm just not okay with him defacing my logo and put it on his thumbnail. He should really change that and remove it. Why is it not playing?
Press play. What happened? What did I do
Google
wrong?
mucking around. It's just him glitching, right? I thought mine was glitching, but it's not.
I think the first thing I was showing is his show is 3 hours. He's got one person watching.
So I haven't done a 3-hour show since Robert has left. So that's incorrect straight away. So he's talking about one person watching. Which one was it talking about here? So let's just bring it up and have a look. There's all the recent videos. You can see 2 hours and 7 minutes. I think he's talking about this one here. Certainly not 3 hours. 1 hour and 43, 8 minutes. What's that one? Can't quite see it. Another 8-minute one. 2 hours and 50. Still not quite 3 hours, but almost got there, that one. But like I said, the random times, under 3 hours or less, right? Most of them are hour and a half, hour 40 minutes, right? Since Robert has left, which was that one there, which is 3.5 hours there, right? 4-minute one, 8-minute one, 18-minute one. So yeah, straight away he's lying.
I think that was the first part of that. One person. And this is into a 2-hour show. So far, 2 hours. Understand? He's watching me. Just the other day. He has one person watching. Yet he will tell you he's getting new subs. Look at this, 2464, right? Just remember that number. Let's hear what he says.
You can see here, since my last video, that's probably jumped up another 20 subs, you know.
Really? 20 subs, he says. 20 subs?
Yes, 20 subs, because I was pointing to the Bitchute subs, not the YouTube subs, right? So again, he's trying to twist what I said. Now, let's just do a tally up on my subs here. And the biggest growth I'm getting now is, here's my other browser that I use for tracking. So it's 1075 there on Bitchute. And it's still going upwards probably. I'll just reload it just to check. I'll just zoom into it. So it's saying exactly the same as the counter, right? So that's almost 1100 there. I've got all these other ones here, but the next main one is Rumble that I upload to. There's 165. That may have gone up since I've refreshed it here as well. Let's just double check. And it's still the same, but it does bounce up 3 or 4 at a time. And yes, I didn't expect that to grow very fast, Rumble actually, but it's been a bit surprising. So 1100, let's give or take 25 of that. It's 1100, 1200, 1240 there, right? Plus that 1240, add on 2000 YouTubers, 3240, 3600 plus 40, 600, 700. So that works out to be 3,700 and a wee bit left over, I think. 377, right? 3,707, and that's not adding on the other ones that I've got as well, which I don't necessarily want to show. Because I don't want to tell everybody what ones I'm using and knowing all my details, right? But if you add it all up, it's the same with not more subs than what he's currently getting. And of course that's grown from 4 to 20 new subs a day, pretty much. So yeah, so he's misrepresenting what I'm saying here about gaining subs. He's just looking at the YouTube. Now, what's going on with these YouTubers, there's a team of trolls from Third Phase and him that got multiple accounts, and they're clicking sub to it, and then they're unsubbing from it when they want to drop the number down. So you'll probably see this drop back down to 2450 or something like that. That's because my YouTube channel is suppressed. You know it is. You can do a search on it and you'll find stuff find it hard to find stuff, right? So what's the subs? So I've proven mine's 3,707 on 3 different accounts all added together, and they're going up all the time. And his is only 3.85 on YouTube, right? Now I haven't added on the other subs on the other things, but it would probably overtake him there. Okay, probably be nearing 4,000. I've also got some other channels that I haven't looked at for a long time that had hundreds of videos up, which probably still gaining subs, but I haven't bothered checking. But anyway, we'll just carry on. So that's one of his several of his lies already debunked. Okay.
Is that true? Okay, well, let's take a look. Since his last video on the 7th, right? 2,460.
Okay, so he doesn't know how to use Social Blade. So if you look at Social Blade, it breaks it all down for you. You don't have to look at YouTube, because YouTube it uses this stupid 3-digit type counter now instead of showing the full value, which I have done here. So with my own program.
60. Let's go. And then I think on the night, that was a couple of days ago. Now let's see. How many subs did he get? Like he said, he's gotten a bunch of subs. Oh, the February 9th, it's still the same.
Yeah,
So
on
that's a
Bitchute,
lie,
mate. On Bitchute.
subs
Tell the
haven't changed
truth.
at all. That's the first
You're
big
misleading
lie.
people. Twisting the
And
facts. Alright, so let's move on a bit. What else are you going to say? It's such a hypocrite, you know. Fancy attacking how many subs I've got. Who cares? How many people watching? Who cares? You know, just ridiculous.
Next, I can't remember the order of everything. It was early this morning.
Uh,
All right, he's going to say something here. Let's hear what he says.
And that's his friends, and he's only got what?
Oh, he's telling me now. Like, he wakes up when my show ends. Like 2 hours.
No, that's incorrect. I do my show anytime that I want to. Not when not before his or after his, although it might end up that way. And I wasn't asleep, of course. What an idiot. But you can see here, he's trying to say that he gets more comments than me. What I was referring to on this video, because he's cherry-picked it again, is that I got a lot more comments on my Third Face a Liar video, which is that one there, which is 75 comments than he did on his trash talking me, which he had only had 4 comments under the video at that time. For which just proves he's got the same number of people watching, right? So I should have the same sort of numbers, right? So you can see here I got 22 likes, and his trolls have come over, or Third Face have, and downvoted it because they don't watch it, right? They don't want to agree with the truth, right? So it's got almost 200 views there, 188. And I put my video back over here, but we can have a look at Bitchute as comparison. I'll just bring it back. So let's have a look what it's doing on here. Now if we go down to Liar one, it's almost got 300. So 200 plus 300 approximate is 500 views. Right, and if I click into that, we can see how many likes it's got and how many dislikes. So it's got 0 dislikes and it's got 8 likes on it. And I've posted various other comments here for extra information. And you can see there are a few people commenting on it, right? In between my stuff. So that's 8 plus 22, that's 30 likes there, and 500 views, right? So if we look at his one tonight, even he's only got 345 and 65 likes there, right? And so far he's got no comments here. But if we go back to his other videos, so let's just do a comparison to see. This proves the point that I've got the same number of subs as him. I should be able to get 500 views, right? Like he should be able to get 500 views because his numbers are the same as mine. So let's go back one.
I thought I noticed that when the show was starting, and I'm like,
that was the most boring video I've seen for a while. Oh, actually, a couple of them have been pretty boring of his. Here you go, 781 and 116 likes, right, on that one. Some people just got no taste. But there you go. It's in the same ballpark, you know, 500 to 1,000 views, right? Let's just go back to that one there. It's had a few days, right? I hate that. Let's see what this one's got. If you feed the massives what they want, you know, if you want to feed them nonsense, they will all come and watch it. So what's he put here? You know, it depends on your title. No way. Guess who's hoaxer? Well, he actually is a hoaxer because he hoaxed that paranormal thing with the laser pen. So he is a hoaxer himself, but he's definitely a fraud promoter, right? 1,000 on that one. So let's see, how constant is he? Are they all 1,000 or has he got 500 and less?
Views are what they like.
1,000 on that one, but of course the longer they're going to be there, it's going to collect more views though, isn't it?
They
1,000.
like.
Looks like he's getting about 1,000 at the moment. But just they just love this guy.
Temperature.
What's that one? 1,000 going. I suppose you have to do it in the same time frame really to get a proper estimate. But he has got a benefit that I don't. He's got third phase of the moon promoting him, right? No now, if I had a big channel promoting me, I'm pretty sure my traffic would be in the thousands, right? So it looks like his average is about 1,000 at the moment. So we can't really compare it too well because he's getting extra help in hand here. But I've seen videos of his around about 500, but we ain't going to waste time looking for him.
After I know because I know his schedule. But he wakes up a couple hours after this show ends.
No, it's not true.
And you know what happens with my shows? If you haven't ever noticed, I get...
What? Yeah, we have noticed that you do character attacks quite a lot and lie a lot. And can't debunk to save your life, but anyway.
Comments, right? He's talking about how I don't have any comments on a show that just ended. Like, he's saying, I have more comments on my show.
On that particular video, yep.
That he has...
You notice he's also trying to mock my voice, right? Because he doesn't understand Kiwi. Kiwi should be offended by this guy. They shouldn't be following him.
On his, that I don't have as many subscribers. Huh. Well, my show just ended.
If you really want to know, I don't really care if anyone subscribes to me or not. I'm just going to keep on doing what I do and expose the frauds and analyze the videos. That's all I've ever done. Plus, I'm going to bring you UFO cases that I think are legit and talk about them, as well as talk about my own experiences when they happen. Fingers crossed, because I don't really like the experiences when they happen, because it's generally not pleasant. But yeah, I will always talk about stuff. Looks like Charlie's getting in the action here.
It's not like 50 people are going to go in there, right? So this is another lie. Now let me show you something real quick. I hate that.
No, because he's cherry picked it and he's taken it out of context, what I was trying to say.
I have to do this to you guys tonight.
Yes, why do you have to do it, GUFON? You're making yourself look idiot more and more.
But let's just take a look real quick, shall we? So, this is really lame right now. I get it. It's lame. Oh, God. But let's just go into let's go to this video a couple of days ago. Where is it with the alien? How many comments do we have on here?
Who cares about the comments?
Such a lie. That's a...
Because the reason I mentioned comments, I think he was making reference that no one watches or comments on my stuff, and yet I had 75 comments on that third face of the moon one, right? And that was my point. I said it's a lot more than what he just got, which I showed in the video, which was true.
Bold-faced lie. It's embarrassing. I would be embarrassed.
So what is he saying is a lie? Trying to expose him, right? I'm pretty sure that this guy somehow is protected.
He says I'm protected by some sort of...
Yeah, so people that in the group have told me that they reported him for porn and Google rejected it, right? So it wasn't too... They challenged at the game with Team YouTube that they actually took action on it. So to me, that's sort of a protection thing. There's someone in Google admin that's looking out for him. But that's not the only case, right? Let's see. These are all the clips I'm collecting on him, where he's contradicting himself. Yeah, so here's some examples, right? I'm still sorting out the clips for the movie I'm making. You ain't seen nothing yet. Dum baby. Alright, so I'm trying to sort it better out. When you make a movie, it takes a lot of effort. So, yeah, he says COVID is fake, which we know is not true. And when it was reported, why has it disappeared on this? Fake. It was here in the search before. Right, you got to put, this is Windows 10 for you. You have to put stars other side of it, wildcards, I think. No, still didn't do it. And we'll try fake. Says COVID is fake, right? So on this video here, which was reported to Google, they totally ignored it, right? Not only that, he's running outside.
Same thing. Fake.
This is why I'm saying he's protected, or he's possibly a disinformation agent. And so was third phase of the moon. They're making good money from it, doing so. Come on. I hate this Windows 10 thing. Oh look how it snaps it back. Shouldn't do that. Shouldn't just do that. Especially when you've got two screens, it's always wrong. But anyway, here he says it's fake. You can clear it here, it's clear as day, right? Which is against the rules, right? You're not allowed to say these things anymore. Was it not playing? Ah, it's gone on the other screen again. I have to come up with something better for this. Play.
Same thing. Fake COVID. Oh, what's this?
Okay, so you're saying it's fake COVID there, but because it's all corrupted, it never gets into the bot, so the bot never detects it, right? Here he is, he's hanging outside a hospital, right? In the first wave of COVID, right? You can see it's empty, but he's in the entrances, and he's not even wearing any face masks, right? Where you expect people that's infected to be going through entrances, and it's going to be airborne, and the virus is going to be airborne, right? So how come Google didn't get it for that one? And it's still up there, you can go and find it. There's another one about kid, that he thinks it's okay for kids to be bashed. Which probably should be really against Google's terms, but again, Google ignored it. We know it was reported because a few of my team members reported it. And so they should. Here you go, look.
Fuck off!
Nice guy, isn't he?
So sick of it. Hate them. I might get a knock on my door because during the show, if that banging continues, I'm grabbing the mop handle and I'm pushing it up against that ceiling. Little punk ass bitch up there.
Oh, look how he's talking about female. Disgusting words. How dare him talk about females like that?
Maybe it's me. It's me. I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, you're the guy that keeps twisting around things. Pointing your fingers at people when he's a hypocrite himself. Double standards.
I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. They were arguing up there with the kid. Remember? Oh, I didn't even play it for you. I have an audio clip of this, my neighbor beating her kid. I didn't call the cops because kid deserved it.
There you go, guys. If that's not
kid...
against Google's terms, I don't know. So why hasn't he been struck on that one? So yeah, I'm just pointing this out today. And I've got lots of stuff like that, right, where he's a hypocrite, right? And this one here, because I know he's going to bring up, because I said someone was fat, he's going to bring it. I'll just play this one here, where he calls exactly the same thing. Here we go.
Moth-ridden hair. Round head. Which kind of reminds me of...
How dare him talk about females like that? How disgusting. Double standards.
And I'm talking about all things exist. You know, Big Mama. I call her Fat Mama now instead of Big Sister. Fat Mama.
Oh my God, he's calling her
She
fat.
came into the chat room today on the show. And I like the guy, but the crowd that fought...
So what's the other one? Fat. Who else is he calling fat here?
Makes no sense. And his partner, Bigfoot, that's a real Bigfoot, by the way. Shaved him down, taught him to speak. His friend. Was it Rob? What's his friend's name? I think it is Rob. Bigfoot Rob?
Okay, so he's just called Rob Fat there. Okay, and he's calling him Bigfoot, but I think he's also mocks the other co-host I had, and calls him a Bigfoot too, and caused him a lot of distress over it. Okay, he's such a hypocrite, that guy. So just keep that in mind. We'll just carry on with his attack on me, because he lives in a glass house, right? Throw no stones, because he's squeaky clean apparently.
Sort of government faction because of the hats I wear.
Nothing to do with the hats. I said it's just strange that he obsessed with being in part of ICE and FBI and stuff, that they would never take him in because he would never pass the exams. He's too stupid. And he's saying it's slanderous that I'm saying that he probably didn't pass the mental tests, right? They do like psychology tests, right? To see if they fit in, whether they're okay with drug use and all that sort of stuff. I bet he was on weed even back then, but they probably would have seen, maybe he's got some records on that, I don't know. But I didn't say he had, I just said I speculated, that's all. Just like I speculated that he's part of the government because he seems to get away with a lot of things that I would never get away with. Maybe working with the government.
How do you get to these silly, delusional?
So I just pointed out how I got to that. That he's got lots of content that breaks the rules, and yet he seems to always have the people not do anything about it. They reject it. You know, I've got snapshots on Teen YouTube saying they didn't see anything offensive about a kid being abused, like in that last video, right? So yeah, I think Google also are double standards, and they should be watching this video, and people should be agreeing with me about this guy. Seems to wear a lot of the USA hats.
I wear USA hats, police hats, ICE hats. And why do I wear all these hats? Anybody want to know? Because
you're losing your hair. We know you're losing your hair. Just like you lost your teeth.
Father is retired military and police, and he gets...
So your father was more respected than you ever will be, GUFON.
Free shit every year from the retirement community, whatever they call it, and he gives me all these hats and shit. All right.
Yeah, because you can't wear all those hats. Why would you need so many hats? Obviously you're covering up something you don't want people to see, that you're losing your hair. And ICE and FBI and stuff like that.
I mean, that's a really silly thing to say. That is such a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. It's embarrassing. I would be embarrassed.
That's not a lie. It was a speculation. He's just cherry-picked it there. He didn't play what I said at the beginning of it.
If I was caught in a lie that bad.
Right, that's what he wants to be, but...
He said, okay, here comes the slander. Well, I think I may have cut it out. He says, I think it's in the next clip. He says that the reason I didn't get into the military or police because I failed the test, the physical and the mental test.
I never said that at all. I think you probably can go back and find that in the video. I was only speculating, saying that he possibly didn't pass the mental test mostly. They might use him for a crash dummy or something, maybe.
He said this with no proof whatsoever.
He's a fine one. He slanders me all the time, and he's saying I'm slandering him there, which is untrue, because he only cherry-picked out what I was saying.
It's like, how do you come up with this stuff? You have to make up stuff if you've got nothing. And that's what he's doing.
Obviously, you didn't pass the courses or the mental tests.
I didn't pass the courses or the mental tests, obviously, he says. That's downright slander.
So
he's not even saying...
he's not actually proven that I'm incorrect here. He's not actually bringing up what they said after he did the courses, right, on the test. Come on, bring up some paperwork that shows why you were rejected from the police force or FBI, whatever you tried to apply for.
I assume. He's just outright saying it.
The police and the FBI expect, and He didn't watch my video, and I put the year numbers in there.
So now he's talking about how he says he debunked third phase of moon as hoaxers. The other day I said, go back 5 years on third phase of moon's channel. If there's anything on there that is CGI or hoaxed by them, prove it.
And I did. Even at the start of this one, I proved that they got CGI up for a video from yesterday, or a couple of days ago at least. And I proved that they're hoaxing too. And if you want to see the full breakdowns, I have done it in previous live shows, and they will be in the playlist under Truth About Third Phase. So if you want to go and seriously look at what I did there, you're saying I'm making allegations. I had some guys saying making allegations on that video, which is just absolutely nonsense. Is that the one? Is that the one? 100%. I think it was on this one. Let's have a look. He come trolling straight after his show tonight. Where was it? I think it was a small comment to start with. You can see that most people were favourable there. What was his name now? Well, unless Google's removed it, which is probably what happens quite a lot. Oh, here we go. Hilly Billy, I think it is. Sounds like a Hilly Billy too. Speculation is not debunking. Well, it wasn't speculation, it was actually debunking. Go and watch the full live shows. I don't watch Third Phase of the Moon, but 99% of UFO channels will have a CGI video. Well, I don't. This looks like jealousy. And you can see all my comments have been removed to him. Yeah, so I can't show them. But I did actually snapshot some of them. It's just ridiculous that Google keeps doing that to me, eh? Ghosted by Google. My replies again. This to me, like Google's trying to make me look bad, right? By taking away my replies to these guys. So again, this is why I think they're being protected, right? Why they're being protected? Have they got some sort of government affiliation? Is it because they got mates in the FBI? Because he's always talked about he's got police mates and FBI mates, and his dad's a cop. You know, you are so wrong. Anyway. It's a shame that the comments got deleted because I wanted to read them out to you. What I said and what he said back, which is absolutely utter crap. So normally what happens too, if you do a lot of replies to them, they come back and delete their comment because all those replies disappear too. Not much you can do about it.
He goes back 7 years. Anyway.
So if you watch my video properly, mate, you can see I went back 1 year, 2 years, and all the way up to 6 years. It's not actually 7, because 2014, because we're 21 now, doesn't mean it's a full year, right? It's still effectively 2020. So 2020 minus 2014 is 6 years. And it's probably less than that too, because it would have been mid-year when they did the thing, so it would probably be 5.5 years, right? So that Hawaii one is about 5.5 years. So it's still within the ballpark that he was saying there's no hoaxing for the last 5 years. But I've got plenty of other ones there, right, if you bothered watching the video. And you notice he doesn't play the video, right? He doesn't play it to the audience there because they would see that I was actually correct. And because they would see that he was lying through his falsies here.
He still didn't prove it. It had nothing to do with anything. And if he knew the story, he would know that that didn't happen the way he says it happened. Something having to do with Puerto Rico. By the way,
Puerto Rico.
I have offered to be
Philippines.
friends with this guy. Like, we could work together. I offered it twice. He says, I will not be friends.
Look, I don't work with delusional frauds, you know. Frauds, working with frauds. My whole channel was started with morals, you know. I didn't start it to make money. I started it to expose the lies. Why would I want to team up with frauds? Yeah, right. That means I'd be, you know, means everything I'd done was pointless. And that I'm chasing money, which I'm not. And I care about how many people watch me or join me on the live shows, because I don't care. Obviously, these people know nothing about Kiwi personalities.
Friends with anybody who's friends with Third Phase of Moon. They're hoaxers. And if you're with them, you're a hoaxer too. I'm a hoaxer by association. He thinks he's George Bush.
I don't know if I said he's a hoaxer as well, but I said once a hoaxer, always a hoaxer. But in a sense, he is a hoaxer, right? Because he's promoting their hoaxes and saying that they're not hoaxing when they are, means that he's part of the same, what do you call it, conspiracy to commit fraud, right? So in that sense, he is a hoaxer still, right?
Bush Jr.
Yeah, let's just keep on going.
Terrorist.
And he tries to take a mockery off a song I wrote back in the 1990s.
I tried to take a mockery of a song he wrote in the 1990s.
Yeah, so I couldn't find it last time, but he does play my music again and tries to make more of a mockery of it all. And he didn't prove my point that he can't sing better than I can. So yeah, he's just saying that the cats and dogs can sing better, but he didn't prove the point that he can. Ridiculous. So what's this got to do with saying I'm lying, right? What's playing my music? And prove anything that he's character attacking and mocking, which these guys claim they want to work together with all the UFO channels and bring the community together. But what he's doing here is definitely not doing that. Again, it's double standards. Makes a right shame. He doesn't even sing as good as I do.
Did you hear that song? I'm not going to play it again, although I could.
Okay, he says he's not going to play it, but then he does.
Yeah, I will. Why would I give my
He'll be saying I used 35 minutes of his video. Well, I have to, because I've got to play it and then answer back, right, to the allegations. So it's documented. It's such a hypocrite, ain't funny. Ah, no, my battery's died. I'm in the other bedroom. Just give me a tick, I'll be back in a minute. Can't even put on my music. Okay, new battery to the rescue, hopefully. How many times does this happen? Quite a lot. Sabotaged by the men in black. Who are probably sleeping and snoring. There we go. We got mouse back again. So whereabouts were we? He's going to take a mockery of me.
Effort to sing a song from a guy who I don't care about. Does that make any sense to anybody? No, it's going to get better. We've got a ways to go.
Yeah, people complain about and bitching about me. Now, my song actually had lyrics on the screen. You could mute it and just read the lyrics as it was coming down with the song, right? And just see if you could sing better than I can. I think I got more talent because not only did I compose, write the lyrics, compose the song, but also produce the music, right? And the notes. Also worked with my friend who produced it. But he's only played one song of many that I've got up there. And it's probably one of my better ones. But the Winter Dawn one's the best one I've written. And I don't think he could do anything that could even come close to it. Despite even though it's got some corruption on it because the tape got destroyed. But still, I managed to save most of it before it got disappeared completely. Anyway, we'll skim past the singing one. That's just
All right,
pointless.
Let's continue with the next thing. This is great.
Even sing along.
For some reason, I picked this and I don't know why. Oh, he was talking about how you guys are jerks.
Yeah, they're always trash talking me in the side, right? I pointed that out. And of course, we haven't got the comments up here at the moment. And they'll be doing the same. They'll be trash talking because bigots follow bigots, right? Frauds follow frauds. Hoaxes work together. Blah, blah, blah.
And calling him Paula and following my lead. Look at these people.
That's right. So he's a bad influence, right? He's showing how you can sort of trash talk people, which breaks the community standards because it comes under bullying. And of course, they're called name calling and all that, which is really childish to start with in the first place. But it's still against community standards, right? So he's encouraging other people that watch him to do the same.
They follow him and they say what he does.
So he's trying to mock the snoring stunt I did with Men in Black, right? It started off many months ago where Charles and Robert were claiming that they heard snoring, and I said it wasn't me, and I didn't hear it. But they said, oh, it was you snoring, Paul. And I said, no, it wasn't. So I never heard it, but we don't always hear each other's microphones. And then a couple of months later, I thought I'd do the prank again because I know I was waiting for GUFON's troll team to listen in and pick it up and reuse it, right? Just to prove a point that this guy can't leave me alone and that he was blabbing on and he's changed his ways and he's not going to character attack anyone anymore. And what's he do? Does exactly what I thought he was going to do. Tries to make a mockery of it and try to make me a laughing stock when in fact the laughing stock is turned around on him because it was a prank I did. So yeah, now he's just trying to do what I'm doing by doing snoring, right? When it starts playing. He's not going to do it now. So someone's did a hit piece here, some video, probably him. This shows the child behaviour. He's still with us, Area 51. It's probably the other one's a troll, right? Troll for GUFON. Well, one of the haters out there anyway.
There's a guy named Paul who dreamed to be a pop singer.
No, I didn't. That was demonstration lyrics I added on so my friend could hear how it worked with the song, right? I never claimed to be a singer, but I do compose music and write music. Because I got some talent, right? Unlike this guy, he never creates anything. He just attacks and claims he's qualified and all that when he's lying.
He auditioned and tried to make a real stride, but failed when he had diarrhea of the mouth.
Now, most people that listen to that song anyway, that he's trying to take a mickey off, said they liked it, right? They said it's kind of catchy, the lyrics are good. So yeah, this shows the mentality of this guy. Maybe because he listens to AC/DC or the heavy metal stuff all the time, and the death metal or something. That would be his personality, right? Isn't he like a boy racer? Didn't he get done doing a drag race at the age of 40 or something? So he even admitted it on a live stream that the only criminal record he's got is for drag racing or something. I haven't bothered digging it up. Of course, stuff like that, traffic offences normally get wiped after a certain period anyway, so unless he's done some serious crimes that we don't know about.
In the beginning, it was easy, but Paul is too cheesy and decided to join YouTube instead. What is this? One day he woke up and all his friends were gone. He wondered where they could be. He looked up. He looked down. He looked up. He looked down. In the mirror, what?
Well, I've got plenty of friends, but I choose not to have too many online friends because they backstab you. And yeah, JD just visited me the other day, right? And he knows exactly what I'm like in person. And I don't normally meet people that I know online, but sort of known them for years now, so I thought, yeah, if he machine guns me down at the front door, so be it. But yeah, we went to the dog park and we basically did a lot of talking, and he played with Charlie Roo and the other dog we've got here, the sister's dog. So everything I say about myself is actually true. And even if people only got half the story and say I'm lying, then that's their problem. But can't change people's opinions if they think badly of you, you know. Especially in text, you can't explain stuff back and forth in emails and stuff. It doesn't work. You got to do it in person. At least do it on voice, right?
Was a frown. No more subs, no more friends. What was that last part? No more likes and comments. That was good. That was a good rhyme. One day while searching the internet, he saw GUFON having fun. Paul decided that GUFON was having too much fun. This is so stupid.
It is stupid.
You see, that's the thing with Paul. He hates it when others have fun. Because GUFON was new and teamed up with the #1 UFO channel on the internet, he lied every day about GUFON because he is jealous. Jealousy is an ugly...
I'm not jealous. In fact, I couldn't accept any of his money because I see it as fraud money, right? I'd have to give it away for charity or use it for good instead, you know, buy equipment to use to expose more frauds. Like if Tyler offered me $1 million, I wouldn't be able to accept it because I would have to give it away. It's that simple. Some of us actually got morals, you know. Money doesn't drive us, right? Remember the Untouchables, they couldn't be bought, you know. I'm like that. I can't be bought. Doesn't matter if they offered me $1 billion, I certainly wouldn't be interested. What I'm interested in is the truth about UFOs and aliens, and having to deal with drama from these guys because they feel threatened by a small channel. It's just laughable.
Thing, isn't it? Anywho, attack after attack and lie after lie, Paul was making things up about GUFON and third phase of moon. He says this and that and blah blah blah.
So what things have I made up? He hasn't proved anything that I've said that's made up about him. The only stuff he's saying is slanderous was because it was speculation. I said it almost seems that he's being protected because he gets away with stuff, and I've proven it that he has. and his videos are still up that breaks the rules but still gets away with it. And I've only shown a couple.
Here's Paul lying about how many subs he gets.
Well, I've just proven I've probably got to 4,000 across all platforms.
As you heard, Paul says he got new subs since his last uploaded video. That's a lie! Everything Paul says about GUFON and Third Phase of Moon is a bold-faced lie. Is it bold-face or faced? I think we have to do it this way. Let's see what happens.
Hilarious. So everything I said is a lie. So why aren't they attacking the video? Why are they just attacking me, right? So they should be pulling the video part, saying, no, he's lying there about glass. This is why. But they can't. They can't attack the evidence, right?
More? Go ahead. Why is this taking so long?
Because you're an idiot, that's why.
Here's the proof he doesn't have a new subscriber since his last upload. Oh, I see. All right. We're going to look at the subscriber count.
It's videoing his own smartphone.
February 9th. See it? There's Paul.
Does he know how to do screen capture?
Just keep watching. I'm going to pause this. Now we're going to move down a little bit. Just a little bit. A couple of days. Watch.
So that's really amateurish there. He's meant to be a professional, but that's just ridiculous, right? But anyway, we've covered about the subs. He's just talking about the YouTube ones, and his trolls are unsubbing to try and make it look bad all the time. That they'll rejoin and then they're unsub again. But I'm gradually getting 1 or 2 new subs, right? So even if I'm being suppressed by Google, if it wasn't me actively promoting it, I'd probably only get about 30 views a day. And that's what that Google admin can do. They protect their big income earners, like Tyler and Third Phase, but the rest of us don't matter, right? Because we don't make millions of dollars from. Because truth doesn't sell. Mainstream media has proven that, right? Selling lies, like they're still doing, about the capital thing, is just ridiculous. And the people out there know the real truth, what actually went down. And of course there's double standards there in MSN and politics, right? They're saying, oh, he incited violence, and yet they do it themselves, right? Anyway, I'm not allowed to talk politics anyway. But that's one thing I sort of agree with GUFON is politics. This seems to be the only thing he's right on. And about the left thinking and ufology, he's pretty correct there. There is, and makes you wonder how they could be critical thinkers.
460, you see him right there? And look what day this is.
Yeah, but just remember, it was 450 or 440 not long ago as well. They went up like 20 subs in one day. I think maybe Google released something, right?
February 2nd, 7 days. As a matter of fact, what am I doing? I do. Weeks he had 10 in the last month.
Still going on about the subs. Who cares about the subs?
I do have.
I haven't lied about them.
Anyway, that's the Out There channel.
That's pathetic, really, isn't it? Yeah, me, a real liar.
The proof's in the pudding.
Not.
You know, when I was making this video, it sounded a lot better than the way it showed. I got to tell you.
It was totally pathetic and kiddie. That's for sure.
That. It sounded better the way I had it set up. I don't know what happened.
Sounded like a typical character attack.
Anyway, the point
out. And worried about a small channel exposing your lies.
Up there. Oh yeah, let me show you this, by the way. So this is the end of a 3-hour show, or yeah, 3 hours.
Oh, here we go. Area 51 is going to talk about you.
Watching. 3.
How dare you?
He says he's gaining new friends all the time. He's gaining new friends. Here's a show that was 3 hours long.
Just have a read of some of the comments. Here we go. Some of the comments are going. Gaining new friends all the time. Always autoplays for some reason. Nocturnal News. Is he a friend? Maybe. X-Files. It really went downhill when he got mixed up with Third Phase of the Moon. I wish everyone could watch this video, so it looks like X-Files might be a new friend. Here's Sack, which I talked about before, trying to say that it's called Little Philippines, which he didn't understand if he looked at the video properly, that they renamed it to cover up what they did. Good video. I don't know who that is. Blue Phil. He looks like a new friend in that case. Goat Van Squid. I don't think I've seen him around before. Third Phase is an absolute pinnacle of BS. Chris, he's been around before, but we don't see him very often. Ha ha, my man, you got him. We got them. And so on. So these guys yeah, all my comments finished still. From GUFON, right? Moggy saying I'm envious. What am I envious of? Do I copy them and put up bullshit on another video and have an unknown name and see how well I do? I could do that, but I've got morals, right? I don't care. I want to know the truth about UFOs, and I want the government to admit to it as well, because they know what's going on. PB, I don't think I've seen him around too much either. He deleted them a long time ago. And Random One, that sounds like another GUFON fan, right? Or Third Phase of the Moon. So I am getting new people. They might not be on the side chat, but certainly they're commenting. What's that one there? I don't know if anyone commented on that one. Got this guy here going. Nocturnal News put out this thing, so I found looks like it may have kept more comments here, has it? Well, it's kept one of them. Jane, free internet today. So I think that might be just spam. But that one there, you can see, compared to my other videos on YouTube, seem to get a big reaction, right? A lot of people coming. Why? I don't know. I think maybe because I promoted it on socials and everybody wanted to see what I had to present. But anyway, just carry on. He's doing about, we've only got a couple of watching.
Show. Like,
it's not a 3 hours show, it's a 2 hour show.
Dialogue. Thank you for the $5 super chat, though. Missy!
Yeah, keep funding the idiot. He's got you under his mind control.
Send me a link with the timestamp and I'll go to it, and I'm like, you know, until I hear certain words, that's when I'll do what I have to do. But
Just get triggered.
He does, and that's crossing the line. He crosses the line.
I've never crossed the line. I've always kept within the law. If that was the case, I wouldn't be on YouTube now. I would have been taken out a long time ago. So I know what it's going to say here. It's going to be about me doxing him, and several times he's been asked, even by my own group members, give us a link to the video that he's saying I doxed him. Now, if it's searchable globally by Google search thing, and your address is listed in a public place, that's not doxing. Okay, so this guy doesn't know what doxing is. And I know LG gave it to him to try and cause trouble, but obviously LG didn't know what doxing was either. And it was an old address as well, apparently, so that's not doxing at all.
I don't cross the line when I call.
So he crosses the line lots of times. He character attacks people, slanders them, and yeah, we've got the clips to prove it.
People out. He does. Just like when he was attempting to dox or doxed my mom's address.
Told you.
I would never do that to anybody. But you know who does? Not my right, but Paul. Those people do.
No, I didn't. And you haven't given proof. I have. So moving on.
Your breaking news. 1028 production.
What's that? Has he finished now? Have I debunked all his claims? All right, he's going to do a Mickey here, I think.
I went on there to see if I could find.
He's trying to mimic me, saying that I don't talk like that at all. He's trying to say he's picked up a video of them talking BS about Google Earth stuff here, right? Which I don't think I've commented on before. But if I had to comment on this one here, to me it just looks like a training area, right? If you looked at each of the corners, they had a gun, and it looks like it was like for marching practice or something like that, for a parade. It's like an area they practice drills or whatever. But they took a lot of crap about it.
Find this. It looks like they CGI'd it. Because why would missiles be on the ground?
Yeah, I kind of remember that he had allergies during the summer too, right? Now he's just taking a mickey that sometimes my nose blocks up while I'm talking and it makes the noise. I can't help that. Like now I'm dried out because I've got the door closed, there's no aircon, and I'm getting really thirsty from all this talking.
That have been made in the past year.
He doesn't know this. This is made up. This is fake. This looks like a soccer field.
So obviously he hasn't watched my stuff like he's claiming, and he's doing a really poor job of mocking me here. So let's just move on.
And we find this tetrahedral.
It won't even be a breath. It won't even be a quiver unless I have to. That is the only way I will ever talk about him. You know, if something major happened, you know what I mean? It has to be major. Never talk about him again.
I bet he doesn't.
It's done. This is the last time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, let's see if that's true, shall we?
Now, with that being said,
He never sticks to his
turn my back to
promises.
you. And let me tell you something, Paul, before I finish turning.
What an idiot.
You got it? We're on the same page?
Yep, I'm going to get you.
You understand?
I'm going to expose you for what you really are.
Missy with a $2 super chat saying, "You are one and only Richard. You are the one and only
Missy, you need your head examined.
Richard." I am for $2 super chat. Thank you, Missy. You're so sweet. Super chat. Thank you. Very generous of you. Another one, actually. A couple.
I guess a like attracts like, right? Come on, get on with it.
It is, what do they call that? Not a prototype, but futuristic car. What do they call those? Concept cars. It's a concept car. And the reason that concept car video was really good, it's because this company announced that they have this material that can defy gravity.
Bullshit.
That's what they were saying. Don't you think that is definitely worth a look at?
We read the articles. There was no mention of that at all. They said they couldn't get any idea of how it worked. And I suggested by the holes on the side that it's actually got rocket engines that come down using the hydrofoil cell. If they got some special meta propulsion, you can bet it'd be everywhere by now. So why are they taking so long with this prototype? Maybe the story is BS, right? Maybe they can't really get it to work. Maybe it's not safe. Maybe it doesn't meet standards, right? Got to have a parachute. So yeah, he was saying that I said it was a hoax. I said no. I said they were actually being more deceptive and telling lies about it, right? Saying it's using element 115 and all that sort of stuff.
By third phase of moon? How weird is he? It just doesn't make sense. You know what we need, right? What's that? You know what we need. Ma? Ma? Get it ready. Here it is. 3, 2, go!
So there was one bit where he's attacking me about calling Klaus Pulaski, whatever her name is, Chase, fat and ugly. Where's it disappeared to? Pretty sure it was in here, around about there. Which I think is kind of ridiculous, because what I said is that she doubled in size and got fat, which is the honest truth, right? It's not really such an insult. It's not like saying you F cow. Anyway, what's FAT stand for? Fast Alien Strike Team. Because she's part of the, what do you call it? Fast Action Team with MUFON, right? So, how do they know what FAT stands for? I didn't. I'm just joking, though. I didn't mean that she put on weight, but still, I could have said something like that just to make it a bit funny. But yeah, where was the bit? Was it in here somewhere? It was when I saw it was going live. I thought, oh, well, I'll have to play back somewhere. He's calling girls fat, and a lot worse things, bitches and stuff like that should never be said, you know, on air. I can't see a thumbnail of it. Like I thought would get it, you know. Maybe it's in my clip. That's why I do clips. I'll just check the clips maybe. But that's pretty much it. He's finished up now, so I had to do a reaction to it all. And of course made it double the size, of course, because I'm doing my own reactions to it. It's funny how I can't see a picture of her. I thought it was there somewhere after that.
Hey! Better the way I had it set up. The problem people think.
Oh, here we go.
You see,
I'm a nasty guy.
Unbelievable. The lies. So in the last 2 weeks, he hasn't had a subscriber. In the last 3 weeks, he had 10. In the last month and a half, 30.
Okay, it's talking about YouTube here, not
about 100.
All my combined platforms, because I don't, unlike him, I upload it everywhere.
He was at that 2,300 mark for 4 or 5 months. So in 7-8 months, he has 100 subscribers. Good job.
Must be here. Can't be much for
You're doing good,
comment.
buddy. And I'm the liar. I'm the liar.
Yep,
Is
a
that the end of
liar
the video?
indeed.
So that's the end.
You cherry picked it.
Anyway, I just wanted to show you that he is a liar. That's all I have. I wasn't going to spend a lot of time on it. Oh, as a matter of fact, what am I doing? I do have another thing I have to play. How did I not remember that? He said in one of his videos,
Here we go.
that I'm making fun of people or making disparaging remarks, and he doesn't do
Yep.
that.
I just played a few of them.
Should have never said that, Paul. He says he doesn't do that. He doesn't make disparaging comments. Not only is he doing it,
I made an observing
he's
comment.
doing it about Chase Klotsky. And
Oh, no.
here, I have to go to
Who I don't like, by the way.
1 minute, 26 seconds. Here we are. So let me get that. You see this?
Now, that was a good episode, by the way.
Right.
It's just going to
She's
cherry
like
pick.
doubled in size, so that must be the lockdown.
She's doubled in size. Oh, it gets better. He's picking on Chase Klotsky. Yeah. He doesn't
Yeah,
do
but you
this,
don't
though.
play
He says
why.
He doesn't do this at all.
Don't play why I'm picking on her.
Amazing.
And I haven't even
120.
actually
Let's go
talked
there
about
and
all
see
the
what
other
he says
stuff that
about it.
she's been accused of. Remember that email that went around from internal?
Show a picture of what she looks like at the moment. Scary.
Scary. She's scary. What a nice guy. He's a
Yeah,
nice
like you
guy.
calling all things Vegas,
Anyway.
all
That's
sorts
the
of names there. And
Fine,
another woman
CV.
upstairs, the B word.
The proof's in the
What a
pudding.
hypocrite.
You know, when I was making this video, it sounded a lot better than the way it showed. I got to tell you that.
I think it shows that you're a complete moron. And you made things worse just by doing it. But anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up there, guys. And get back to working on this GUFON movie where I expose everything. Where he contradicts himself and lies. It should be a bit of fun, but it's a bit depressing working on it because you hear all his negative comments and nasty comments about people. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Those whole 2 people, 1 troll and Area 51. I suppose that might be Charles there. Good night. Stop spreading lies about me as well. It's not doing us any good. And you're part of the drama by doing it. Certainly talking behind my back and saying things I've meant to said and I don't have a say in it is pretty bad. So anyway, going to end here. Cease and desist, people. I mean, I don't care. I don't get any donations again, but who cares about money? Only the frauds. And it looks like it's working. Good night, Area 51. Hopefully, things improve and that icy temperatures here for you. All those accidents that you have to deal with must be pretty bad. I don't know how you can stand all that blood and gore itself. It must really affect you, surely. But if you see any negative comments out there, guys, do a comment back to him. Say the lion. Go and listen to Paul's so-and-so or whatever. No, it's just not on. Now, I don't have to tell all my inner circle everything I do, right? Because I haven't told them everything, it doesn't mean I'm doesn't mean I'm lying about stuff. It just means I haven't bothered telling everything that's going on for a good reason. And I was really nice to everybody. I don't understand all the backlash I'm getting from some people. But anyway, good night. Sleep tight.